we've had piano, and now we move on to the classic instrument of the mouth organ. So Norman, I'll give you time to get up and bring your organ with you. And Dick. Oh. So we now have another iconic song, Irish song, Fields of Athenry, and I'm sure Dick will be encouraged to join people joining on the chorus. Is that right?
So how this is going to work, Norm? Norman, you're right, Pete. Norman, over here. Yes. Pay attention. In your good ear, have you got your mouth organ in your pocket?
No, this piece has got a bit of lead in it. Right.
Squat yourself on here.
Oh, right, yeah. You want that? Cheers. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Norman.
I'm Ben Mutton Jeff, as you know.
Yeah, on the stool. Have you got your mouth organ?
Now look at Gov. Hello, Kev.
So this all started with Norman wanting to play the mouth organ, which is great, and he wanted to do the Fields of Athenry. But going through it all, Norman is going to sing the first verse.
I hope.
And then all of us very quietly can join in the chorus. And the second verse, Norman will play the mouth organ. He's not playing Joe, is it? The mouth organ.
I've left it alone.
And then the third, then it'll be the chorus again, we can all join in. And then Norman and I will become the dream team.
And come on.
Yeah. And try and do a duet for the last verse. Yeah. And then you can all join in the chorus just to finish it up. So,
can I have KG, please?
Where's your mouth organ ready?
Got it here somewhere.
Okay. Right. So your first verse is singing?
Yeah. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole to Belvan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. of Athenry.
Right, we'll be seeing Richard later on in the second half, but many thanks, Norman. Norman doesn't look a day over 97, does he? No. How old are you? 98. Exactly what I said, you don't look a day over.
Only had 2 months.
Right, to continue with our...
Don't tell the carer that, though.
Why? Why?
She's 36.
Oh, whether you're walking down a busy street, you could be in Peru, when you hear a distant calling and you know it's meant for you. So you stop whatever you're doing and you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. There's one in Honolulu and there's one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. And somebody you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, for wherever you go around the world you'll find an Irish pub. And the design is fairly simple and is nearly always the same. To be Johnny Sexton scoring in an Ireland rugby game, and you'll know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're in the door. For a couple of boys with barrels will be Brother and Christy Moore. There's one in Honolulu and there's one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, for wherever you go around the world you'll find an Irish pub. Ah, the owner is Norwegian and the manager comes from Cork, and your man that's holding up the bar says only he just work. He was born and bred in Bolton, but his mammy's from Kildare, and he's going to make his fortune soon and move to County Clare. There's one in Honolulu and there's one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, for wherever you go around the world you'll find an Irish pub. And it's always time for me to go, I have to catch me train, so I'll leave you sitting at the bar while I face the wind and rain, and I'll have the pint you owe me if I've not gone on the dry, when we meet next week in Frankfurt in the fields of Athenry. There's one in Honolulu and there's one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, for wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub.
My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. if you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you've started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You began to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right-hand man all along. You have set them all on fire. They think they found the new Messiah. And they'll hurt you when they find they're wrong. And remember when this whole thing began, no talk of God, then we called you a man. And believe me, my admiration for you hasn't died. But every word you say today gets twisted round some other way. And they'll hurt you if they think you lied. Nazareth, your famous son, should have stayed a greater nun like his father carving wood. He'd have made good. Tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm. No one alarm. Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are? I am frightened by the crowd, for we are getting much too loud. And they'll crush us if we go too far. If we go too far. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. But it's sad to see our chances weakening with every hour. For the followers are blind, too much heaven on their minds. It was beautiful, but now it's sour. Yes, it's all gone sour. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. It's all gone sour.
The man's got a heart, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? Although I'd be the first to say that I wasn't a saint. I'm finding it hard to be really as black as a paint. I'm reviewing the situation. I must quickly look up everyone I know. Titled people with a station who can help me make a real impressive show. I will own a suite of carriages and run a suite of little carriages and wave at all the duchesses with friendliness as much as becoming of my new estate. Good morrow to you, magistrate. Magistrate? What happens when I'm 70, must come a time, 70, when I'm old and it's cold and no one cares if you live or you die. The one consolation's the money you may have to buy. I believe the situation. I'm a bad and I shall stay. You will be seen, no transformation, but it's wrong to be a rogue in every way. Oh God. I don't want nobody hurt for me or made to do the dirt for me. This rotten life is not for me. It's getting far too hot for me. But who will find a job for me? I don't care what they've got for me. But who will change the plot for me? I think I better think it out again. Oi!
I did meet. She asked me back to see her place. She lived on Barrack Street. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance polka? When we got to Barrack Street, we stopped at 44. Her mother and her sister were waiting at the door. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? And when we got inside the house, the drinks would pass around. That liquor was so awful strong, my head went round and round. And then we had another drink before we sat to eat. That liquor was so powerful strong, I quickly fell asleep. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? I awoke the next morning, I had an aching head. And there was I, Jack, all alone, stark naked in me bed. My gold watch and my money and my lady friend were gone. And there was I, Jack, all alone, stark naked in that room. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? On looking around that little room, there's nothing I could see but a woman shift and a broom that were no use to me, with a barrel for a suit of clothes down Cherry Street forlorn. When Martin Churchill took me in and he sent me round Cape Horn. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? So sailor boys, take warning, if you walk a New York street, you'll have to get up early to better the girls you meet. And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? And away, Santee, my dear Andy. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
So this song is called You're Just in Love. It's a popular song written by Irving Berlin, published in 1950 and first performed by Ethel Merman and Russell Knight in Call Me Madam. Might have been performed by Norm in the First World War. There is a spoiler alert. I am afraid that no one is hanged, no one is shot or crucified.
I hear singing and there's no
analyzing, it is not so surprising that you feel kind of strange tonight. Your heart goes pitter-patter, I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Put your head on my shoulder, you need someone who's older, rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to relieve that pleasant pain. You're not sick, you're just in love. You don't need analyzing, it is not so surprising that you feel very strange but tries. Your heart goes pitter-patter, I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Put your head on my shoulder, you need someone who's older, rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to release that pleasant day. You're not sick, you're just in love.
I'm sitting on a railway station, got a ticket to my destination. On a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is tightly planned for a poet and a one-man band. Homeward bound, I wish I was. Homeward bound, home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me. Every day is an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines. And each town looks the same to me, the movies and the factories, and every stranger's face I see reminds me that I long to be homeward bound. I wish I was homeward bound, home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me. Tonight I'll sing my songs again, I'll play the game and pretend. But all my words come back to me in shades of mediocrity, like emptiness and harmony. I need someone to comfort me. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound, home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music is playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound, home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me. Silently for me.
Right, we now have another duet, this time an operatic duet from the opera La Bohème, which was composed by Puccini in 1895. So, come on stage, John.
Every time I hear a sweet bird singing, I think of you and my love. I think of you and when I hear the evening bells ringing, I'll hang my head and cry, my love. I'll hang my head and cry. I will love you. I will love you when we are gone. Every time I hear your sweet voice hum, my heart jumps in my breast, my love. My heart jumps in my breast, and until I hear your footsteps come, my heart will not rest, my love. My heart will not rest. I will love you.
song brought a tear to my eye on my daughter's wedding 13 years ago, and it certainly brought a tear to my eye tonight. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. We now moving back to Ireland.
Johnny Cash has sung it, Willie Nelson, and now I'm going to give it a go. God bless you all. Thank you. Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. I go to the Clyde, I mourn and weep, satisfied I never could be. Then I write her a letter, just a few short lines, and suffer death 1,000 times, 'cause black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. And I love the ground whereon she stands. Thank you.
Talk about the sublime to the ridiculous. For those of you who've heard this before, because I've sung many times, I apologise, but it may be new to some people. It's a story, tells a story of a group of Welsh boys who get a coach together and go up to Scotland to watch the annual Wales v Scotland game. It's got a chorus, so I'm hoping you'll join in. A lot of the guys will know it, so listen up. Well, we went up to the Highlands of Scotland, to the land of the loch and the glen, and we'll all bring our wives back a present, so we can go next time again. Singing, Tooralai-ooralai-agee. We went up by train and by car. When the juice of the barley starts flowing, we all saw the game in the bar. Well, we loaded the bus up with flagons, and we left about 7:20. We stopped 14 times between Neath and Bridgend. We were still in Glamorgan at Lem, singing Tooralai-ooralai-agee. We went up by train and by car. When the juice of the barley starts flowing, we all saw the game in the bar. Well, now Willie, he spoke to the driver. Can you no stop this bus for a while? The driver said, man alive, I'm on the M5. You'll have to hang on till Carlisle. Singing, Tooralai-ooralai-agee. We went up by train and by car. When the juice of the barley starts flowing, we all saw the game in the bar. So now Willie climbed up through the sunroof, and he stood on the bus in disgrace. Well, he wasn't to know that that bridge was so low. But he died with a smile on his face, singing Tooralai-ooralai-agee. We went up by train and by car. When the juice of the barley starts flowing, we all saw the game in the bar. He was splattered all and his leaky was stuffed down his throat. And I heard his friends say as they scraped Will away, my ticket was inside his coat. Singing, "Tooralai, Abbey." We went up by train and by car. When the dew saw the barley start flowing, we all saw the game in the
by way of introduction, very, very short. These lyrics were not written in the 17th century or even the 18th or 19th century. The lyrics of this song were written about 3 weeks ago in Kingsley by the maestro here himself. So all credit to Kevin for the lyrics, and we hope you enjoy it. I'm a tenor in a top-notch male voice choir.
Male voice choir.
Where the age is heading north of 95.
95.
All the week I just sit reading by the fire.
By the fire.
But on Wednesday nights I really come alive.
Come alive.
We all drive our cars to congregate at Odium.
Gate at Odium.
Some quite early, so as never to be late.
To be late.
Our conductor flaps his arms, stood on a podium.
On a podium.
And we hope we'll all be in the pub by 8.
Pub by 8.
When the notes and harmonies are to be sung, a male voice singer's learning's never done.
I would count myself a very lucky fella.
Lucky fella.
For we have a piano player in our midst.
In our midst.
For without a piano we'd sing a cappella.
A cappella.
The accompaniment most sorely would be missed.
Would be missed.
She can add some je ne sais quoi to performance. Of an otherwise most tedious hokey-cokey.
Hokey-cokey.
She's the model of a musical concordance.
Concordance.
Like a 50-piece orchestral karaoke. From the keyboard comes a smorgasbord of styles, To replace her you would need to search for miles, miles and miles.
As conductor, most bad tenors, I'd refuse them.
He'd refuse them.
Especially if they couldn't sing in time.
Sing in time.
If they had the learning tracks but hadn't used them. Now then that would be a male voice choral crime.
My capacity for musical enjoyment is increased by singing songs such as Blue Moon. Blue Moon.
But I'd want to find alternative employment. If the singers in the choir sang out of tune.
When the baton waving duties to be done,
All the audience can see is just my back.
When the enterprising baritones are gurgling, when the basses are not singing quite in time, if the tenors haven't strayed and aren't a burgling, the easy baritones melodic line.
We can sing in any language of your choosing. So the audience can't understand the words. Trying to learn a song in Welsh, it's quite amusing. And to sing in Russian's really quite absurd. We can sing in any language you may choose, but in languages too taxing we refuse.
the heart of Hart, the choir's a committee.
A committee
Formed from dedicated members of the choir. Now their calling is to do the nitty-gritty.
nitty-gritty.
Until the time comes for them to retire.
They discuss important items, rudimentary, and serve us well for 2 years, 3 or more.
3 or more.
They add structure to the choir that's sedimentary.
Sedimentary.
After that we have to scrape them off the floor.
When committee's fundamental work is done, there's a pie and pie down and the Red Lion.
Now you may expect this song to have been ended.
The original does not go on and on.
By committee meetings this has been extended, and quite frankly it has gone on far too long.
So henceforth I bring this ditty to conclusion.
Now we've sung a song of such extravaganza.
Like rehearsals, the long length is an illusion.
I assure you that this is the final stanza.
Will you quit repeating everything I say?
Every time we meet and sing we're having fun. That is why our male voice choir is number one.
Anyone who performed tonight, please stand up and we'll give you a round of applause.
Tonight I'll sing my songs again. I'll play the game and pretend. But all my words come back to me in shades of mediocrity. Like emptiness in harmony. I need someone to comfort me. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for